What is a Chinese dragon? In terms of imagery, of course, um, it's an animal or mythical being that's made up of, I think, different parts of other animals. So you have the dragon has the body of the snake, the horn of the deer, the whiskers of a fish, or um, and what other? Okay, yeah, and a scale of a fish, um, and claws of a chicken. Yeah, so it's I guess you can say it's a product of the Chinese imagination. The image of dragon appears very frequently in the Chinese world. For example, uh, the village cult I studied in Shanbei was a black dragon king cult, right? So there's a black dragon king, which that has its own stories of origin, its legends of exploits, and helping the villagers or the surrounding communities, bringing rain, bringing good harvest, and all that. So that's the very grassroots agrarian type of dragon king or dragon, right? But then you have the imperial type of dragon, right? The emperor traditionally, of course, wore the dragon robe, and in fact, it's a people who are not the emperor were not allowed to use the dragon imagery on their clothes, in their architectural decoration, or so traditionally the dragon image, other than the dragon king temples, of course, in the villages, it was not really widely used in everyday life. It was only in the 20th century when, of course, you have the song, Chinese people are the dragon's descendants, 龙的传人, that became popular in the 80s. That made Chinese people thought, oh, we are the descendants of the dragon, which of course is, it's a ludicrous concept actually. If you said something like that in late imperial times, during the Qing, if you say, oh, I think we Chinese people are descendants of the dragon, people would first not understand what you mean, and second, that's probably a what is the word, sacrilegious thing to say, and they will fear for your life and their lives. So it's of course it's a 20th century invention. This image of Chinese people and the dragon, so I think we need to sort of investigate this relationship. Why, the Chinese dragon became such a symbol of Chinese people, just like the panda. So it's a very strange thing. Yeah. But that's not to deny the importance of the dragon image to most Chinese people at the grassroots village level. The dragon vein in the feng shui theories, and the dragon king in the villages. And of course, there are literally hundreds of thousands different kinds of dragon kings, because each dragon king is different. It's not one dragon king appearing in different places. Each has its own story, its own legends, and they're, even when they're called the same, Black Dragon King, my Black Dragon King is not the same as your Black Dragon King.